Dr. Atreya, let's go step by step. This is such good news. And at a time, when Trump has actually spoken about tariffs and it's actually impacting individual states in our country. Look at Andhra Pradesh, their shrimp industry, Nadu is doing something about it. Now, let's talk about it. When we say pandemic, the world over, globally, economies had been finished. They were trying to limp back. But you and I know what the situation was. What made Tamil Nadu stay the course, Dr. Atreya?
Well, Tamil Nadu, this is the 1 year data, right? Just one
Yes, sir.
year's growth rate data. So I would want you to keep it in mind. However, Tamil Nadu has been doing consistently well in the entire period. And in fact, the state itself, in its economic survey highlights, had actually anticipated, well, modestly said that we will clock 8% rate of growth or whatever about that. But it's actually 9.69. And that's, I think, even the state may be somewhat surprised by the remarkable outcome for the particular financial year we're talking about. Also, you must remember that these are all, in one sense, recovery growth rates, because in the both years, 1920 and 2021, Tamil Nadu grew much more slowly. It grew positively even in the pandemic year by 0.7%. It grew around 3% in the year before that. But since then, it has been consistently growing. So I think there is a structural, reality here that enables Tamil Nadu to continue to grow. However, if Tamil Nadu, has to face the new Trump onslaught and the export possibilities become more difficult, then there are some issues. However, Tamil Nadu, one must emphasize, has a large internal economy, market economy as well. So the big internal market, it's a very good, economic structure in terms of both industry and services sectors doing very well.
Yeah,
And it has a record of good administration.
yeah.
In fact, among the Indian states, it's often not noticed that both Tamil Nadu and Kerala do consistently well. It's
Right.
important to underline.
Yeah, but today, I just want to break it down even further, Dr. Atreya. When we speak about the international context, it is said that Tamil Nadu has, it monitors actively the international trade dynamics, and also there are nimble policy intervention. It tries to adjust. It tries to see where is the growth trajectory, and hence it does that. So I'm of course speaking overall, but also in the context of what Trump has done and which has scared a lot. But then Tamil Nadu, even today, the minister said, we have adapted very well. And the other thing is that the way it can reverse its earlier economic decline, there is a kind of an economic resilience, Dr. Atreya, which is to adapt. As human beings, you and I adapt to the new situation. We did during the pandemic. We do to several situations. So, would you like to please break it down for the viewers? When we say adjust, be nimble about it, what is so special about Tamil Nadu, sir?
First of all, it is a proactive state government. The state government doesn't sit on its haunches and wait for things to happen. So it's a proactive state government that takes steps in industry and in services, particularly these are your strong points. Not so much as agriculture, but industry and services, and also high-end services where we are, exporting IT-enabled services. Chennai may make less noise, but it is doing as much as some of the bigger names like Bangalore and Hyderabad. So this is, you have a bureaucracy which is responsive. You have a state planning system that is, kind of tuned to what's happening around. And you have an excellent civil service here, which is also important. But more than all these things, the historical legacy in Tamil Nadu, right from independence of successive governments supporting growth, and then the extent of education and healthcare infrastructure has been put out there, the role of the private sector also being encouraged, while government continues to be proactive in terms of both policy making and necessary investments in human capital.